In the top stories, churches across the island observe Good Friday, the sugar strike is finally over, and police discover skeletal remains in St. David's. Welcome to the Good Friday edition of Nation News on Friday, April 18th, 2014. I'm Natasha Beckles.
Introducing the all-new Ruby Gas LPG composite bottle from Rubis. These exclusive 22-pound bottles weigh 50% less than traditional steel cylinders and can be used for picnicking and day-to-day home needs. These composite bottles are translucent, allowing you to see the liquid level at all times, so you will never run out of gas unexpectedly. Lightweight, visible gas level, portable, corrosion-proof, eco-friendly. The Ruby Gas LPG composite bottle, available from Rubis.
It's Good Friday, and while some churches preferred morning services and others commenced at noon, one thing is for sure: many opened their doors today to commemorate the crucifixion of Jesus and his death at Calvary. The Roman Catholic Church brought the 14 Stations of the Cross to the streets of Oistins this morning with a moving production, which included a bruised and bloody Jesus, played by entertainer Derek Fields, struggling along the streets barefoot with a cross over his shoulders. The procession began in the car park of Supercenter in Oistins and ended in Bay Gardens, where Jesus was crucified, breathing his last breath and saying his famous last words before the eventual resurrection. However, it does not look like Barbadians can look forward to watching the Stations of the Cross on the streets of an annual event, as organizer Edith Moyse says it was simply too much work to be done every year. The Spiritual Baptists also staged their annual depiction of the Stations of the Cross, with a procession through the city and its outskirts. Also this morning was the Good Friday service at St. Mary's Anglican Church in the city, where Archbishop of the West Indies and Anglican Bishop of Barbados Dr. John Holder made a call for people to be more aware of each other's needs.
Like, O Lord, pause for a while to look away from your own problems, your concerns, and be that spark of hope for someone who may be the bricks of gloom and despair. Let us therefore cultivate the attitude that enables us to listen and not simply to hear.
In other news, there are still a number of unresolved issues, but the crippling sugar strike is over after 8 days, and the Barbados Workers Union is claiming a victory for workers all across the island. Talks between the Barbados Agricultural Management Company and the BWU finally ended in the wee hours of this morning after 9 hours of deliberations under the chairmanship of the Minister of Labour, Dr. Esther Bayersuku. The issue surrounding the separation package for the 57 sacked workers from Andrew's Sugar Factory still remains a bone of contention, but Sir Roy thinks the union has earned some of the respect it has been asking for. The Labour Minister noted that there had been misunderstandings in the consultation process, adding that the parties had agreed to seek solutions by month end. Police are investigating the discovery of human skeletal remains in a dense, bushy area north of St. David's Main Road, Christchurch. The discovery was made this morning by police and Barbados Defence Force personnel during a drug eradication exercise. Police Public Relations Officer Inspector David Welch said efforts were ongoing to determine the gender and identity of the individual, and members of the public are being asked to provide any information which may assist. The early morning search also revealed more than 2,000 cannabis plants in a bushy area north of St. David's Village, the tallest of which was 5 feet. A man who was found in the area is now assisting with part of this find. Across the region, the Roman Catholic Church in St. Lucia is against plans by the cannabis movement to host a pro-marijuana march on Easter Sunday. Cathedral Administrator Father Francis Michel says more respect should be given to the significance of the date.
For the activities, we would also want that people would also show some kind of religious sensitivity, particularly that it is not any ordinary Sunday, although no Sunday is ordinary because it's a little Easter, but particularly the fact that it's Easter Sunday.
However, chairman of the cannabis movement, Andre de Caries, rebuffed the criticism.
There's no day better than Easter Sunday when we celebrate the resurrection of Christ. Well, hopefully we'll celebrate the resurrection of a plant criminalized by humans that was made by Christ's Father.
This year, Easter Sunday falls on the 20th of the month, or 420, a date on which cannabis is celebrated in some subcultures. And finally, there is at least one butter lamb in Buffalo, New York that won't be going under the knife this Easter. Butter sculptures in the shape of a lamb are a traditional part of Easter meals among Buffalo's large Polish-American population. They are sold at Western New York delis, Polish markets, and supermarkets. On Wednesday, an elected official went to Buffalo's Broadway market to pardon a butter lamb, much in the way U.S. presidents issue pardons for a turkey before Thanksgiving. And that's Nation News for Good Friday. I'm Natasha Beckles. Continue to enjoy your weekend.